Tape www.écoles au Sénégal.com. À école au Sénégal, c'est facile, tu n'as qu'à te connecter. Tape école au Sénégal, les leçons sont beaucoup plus détaillées.
So we are going to tackle a new lesson in this sequence. Okay, we are going to deal with the use of gerund and infinitive. Okay, gerund and infinitive. What is a gerund? A gerund is formed from the infinitive plus ing. So the verb is the infinitive plus the ing form. Okay, this is what we call a gerund. Now, a gerund can be used as a subject. So it acts as a noun. Okay, we can use a gerund as a subject first. In that case, it acts as a noun. Example, here you have smoking is bad for you. So smoking here is a gerund considered as a subject. Smoking is bad for you. Okay. Another example is the second sentence. We have here talking in class is forbidden. Okay. So talking here is considered as a subject. Okay, a subject of is. Talking in class is forbidden. Smoking is bad for your life. So here a gerund is considered as a subject of a sentence. B, we can use a gerund after the following verbs. So there is some verbs with which we can use gerund. Among those verbs we have to enjoy, to hate, okay, to like, to love, to start, to stop, to suggest, to finish, to give up, to remember, to continue, to begin, etc. There are many verbs, so we are going to deal with some of them, and we have them on the board. We are going to deal only with these verbs we have here. Example, you say, I enjoy playing football. I enjoy playing football, so enjoy plus a gerund, verb plus ing form. This is a gerund. Playing here is considered as a gerund. Okay. We usually finish working at 5 p.m. Working here is a gerund. We usually finish working at 5 p.m. So we have enjoy plus gerund playing and finish plus gerund working. Okay? We can also use a gerund after a preposition. We use a gerund after a preposition, like here, she is to be good at doing something. She is good at swimming. Okay? She is good at swimming. I am thinking of doing something. I am thinking of apply, okay, to postulate, to be candidate for something. I am thinking of applying for a new job. Okay, maybe your job is not good and you apply for another job to have more important salary. What about going out? Okay, about going out. So this means here you see how we use also a gerund after preposition. You have at, you have of, you have about, and you have of. I have never dreamed of traveling abroad. I have never dreamed of traveling abroad. So these examples that show we can use a gerund with a preposition. You have here, we can use a gerund after some expression. Like the following expression we are going to see, we can use a gerund with them. Example, can't help. In French, we say ne peut pas s'empêcher de. Okay, you can't help. Would mind, okay, to ask for something, a kind of request, polite request. Would you mind doing something? Look forward to, expression look forward to, être impatient, avoir hâte de. You have can't face, okay, can't support, can't bear. Feel like, avoir envie de. Feel like. You have what about, et si on, okay. Que direz-vous de? So here we have this expression with which we can use a gerund. Example, I can't help having a smartphone. Je ne peux pas m'empêcher d'avoir un smartphone. I can't help having a smartphone. Okay? Would you mind lending me your pen? Your book, I'm sorry. Would you mind lending me your book? Ça te dérangerait de, aimeriez-vous me prêter votre livre? Would you mind lending me your book? Okay? He is looking forward to, okay, look forward, go with to. He's looking forward to visiting his parents. He is looking forward to visiting his parents. Okay? Il est impatient, il a hâte d'aller voir ses parents. We can also use a gerund after, before, and after itself. Okay? We can use a gerund with before and after. Example, we often drink tea before going to bed. We often drink tea before going to bed. So before we went to bed, we have some tea. Okay? After having tea, we went to bed. So after plus a gerund and before plus a gerund. After having tea, we went to bed, or we went to the party, or we went to school, so on and so on. So this is the way we use a gerund. The first step of this lesson. We are going to see the second step in a while. Good. So we are going to tackle the second part of this lesson. It means dealing with the infinitives. We dealt with gerund a moment ago. So we are going to deal with the infinitive, the use of the infinitive. So we use the infinitive after the following verbs. You have to offer, to decide, to hope, to deserve, to promise, to agree, to plan, to manage, to offer, to threaten, to refuse, to arrange, to fail, to forget, to learn, to seem, to appear, to tend, okay, to tend, to pretend, to learn, etc. There are many verbs that go with the infinitive with to. So we choose some of them here on the board. You see, so with these verbs, we use an infinitive with to. Example, it was late, so we decide to take a taxi. We decided to take a taxi, so we have here to take infinitive. He was in a difficult situation, so I agree to help him. Okay, I agree to help him. They seem to have a plenty of money. To seem, okay, he refused to help me. Okay, we are planning to have a party tomorrow. We can also use infinitive plus object plus to with these verbs. Okay, to want, to ask, to help, would like, would prefer, expect, to beg, to mean, to tell, to remind. To tell, okay, and to remind. You have also to force, to encourage, to teach, to enable, to order, to warn, to invite, to persuade, and to get, etc. So with these verbs, we can use the infinitive plus an object plus to. Example here, we expected him, object, we expected him to be late. Okay? Would you like me to go now? Would you like me to go now? You have him to be, you have me to go. Can you remind me to call him? Okay, question mark, of course. Can you remind me to call him? Okay, you see, me to call him, object plus infinitive with to. Who taught you to drive? Taught, of course, the past of teach. Who taught you to drive? Okay, so you have here you to drive, infinitive, object plus infinitive plus to. So this is also some verbs with which we use the infinitive with, but before the infinitive you have the object. Okay. Next, NB, some verbs are followed by gerund and infinitive at the same time. Okay, at the same time, you have, for example, you can use love with infinitive and with gerund. Hate, also, to hate, you can use it in both gerund and infinitive. Remember, finish, like, need, stop, continue, etc. Okay? With these verbs, we can use them with gerund or with infinitive. Example, he stopped smoking. We have gerund, smoking. He stopped smoking. You can also say he stopped to smoke. You see, you have the infinitive. He stopped to smoke and he stopped smoking. So, he stopped smoking, it means he stopped doing the act of smoking. The act of smoking, he stopped it. So, he never smoked. He stopped to smoke, maybe he was in the car and he stopped the car, he get out and he smoked. Okay? Good. Do you like getting up early? Yes? Do you like getting up early? Or you can say, do you like to get up early? So this is the example I propose for this part of the lesson. We are in the end of our lesson of today. So I will see you next time for some exercise about gerund and infinitive. Thank you very much. See you next time.
Écoles au Sénégal.com. À Ecoles.